Everything comes down to how bad you want it. Only when the why is strong enough, the how stops being an excuse, because purpose doesn't need permission. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." So how far can your why take you?
I've lost my mind doing this game, yeah? And that gold belt is around my waist. And my mother has a big mansion. My girlfriend has a different car for every day of the week. And my kids have everything they ever want. Then it will pay. Then I'm happy I lost my mind, yeah?
People want this to be cut and dry. They want this to be easy. They want it to be quick. They want it to be painless. There's nothing easy, quick, and painless about being great at building anything in life, creating anything in life, becoming anything in life. You are going to suffer. It is going to be hard. It is going to take all of your energy. It's going to kick you in the face 1,000 times. You're going to be demoralized. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be angry. You're going to be bitter sometimes.
I will win again. I will bring my A game again. I will give it everything I have again. This mentality, this approach to living is what builds the bridges to the future. This is how we cement our legacy, by being the person that gives again, believes again, does it again, picks up the pieces and tries to put the puzzle together again, try it again, and eventually winning will become a habit.
This is why it's so important to build yourself into someone who can execute regardless of what your mood is, regardless of what your circumstances is, because if you can execute when things are fucked up and everybody else bails and everybody else quits, what kind of advantage does that give you over the long haul? It gives you a tremendous advantage. And if you can become the kind of person that cannot be stopped by outside circumstances or going through a tough time or being in a bad mood or being unmotivated, how can anyone beat that?
You have your ego. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you are here for a purpose, to enrich the world. Your destiny is in your mouth and in your mind. Once you receive that level of confidence and it's practiced properly, it will surpass a genius. There's nothing more supreme than confidence. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. Applied properly, you're inconquerable.
The truth of the matter is, that's not all you have. There's more left in you. I know you're tired. I know you're weary. I know you've been brought to tears. All the blood, all the sweat, all the sacrifice, all of the suffering. I know you want to quit right now, but this is not the time to let go. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to quit. Keep going. Use it to your advantage. See the pain as a stage. See the pain as a plane. See the pain as an opportunity. You gave me an opportunity to reinvent myself. You gave me an opportunity to come out of my grave that you put me in. You left me for dead. I'm coming out alive. I'm coming out kicking. I'm coming out swinging. You left me. Thought I wouldn't overcome. You forgot about me. You let go and thought I couldn't survive. But I'm here. It's not always about people. Sometimes life, oftentimes, most of the times, life will blood in your nose. Life will leave you in a cardiac arrest. Life will leave you in an accident. Life will knock you upside your head and dare you to get back up. Use the pain, because there's more left.
I'm going to take every single thing that someone says. I'm going to take every smart-ass remark. I'm going to take every eye roll. I'm going to take every comment of disbelief, and I'm going to remember who the said it. I'm going to remember where I was when they said it, and I'm going to remember how it made me feel when they said it. And I'm going to take all of that and I'm going to put it up here in a huge motherfucking chip on my shoulder. And when I don't feel like going, and when I'm having a hard day, and when I would rather sit on my ass than do what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to think back to what those people said, or what they did, or them laughing, or them making fun of me. And I'm going to use that to push me into action. And people who don't get it, all right? But I can tell you this, every motherfucking champion, every single one, all the greatest achievers have tremendous amounts of dark energy, and that's what they operate in.
How can you sleep better at night when you know
know that you've cheated the process or you didn't give everything that you had when you had all the opportunities to. You know, that's the thing that I knew for sure that I did not want to be a part of that conversation, because I knew I had the gifts. I saw I had the gifts. I knew I had the gifts. People were saying I had the gifts. I mean, I guess they knew something has to be going right. But in order for me to actually fulfill my commitment and my gifts and fulfill what I think I can become, I have to be able to tap into the process and lock in on that.
At a certain point, like, eliminate the outcome. Stop being driven by rewards. Stop being driven by outcomes. Stop being driven by, if I get this, I'm gonna do this. Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were gonna get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important? What you acquire or who you become? And a lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire.
Stay in the fight, big dog. You're being tested. Face that shit like a fucking man, face to face. You took an L? Good. You woke up and faced adversity? Good. Life didn't go as planned? Good. The way she goes, motherfucker. You got that dog inside you, don't you? Let him off the chain and let him get eat. Either you're gonna be a man or you're gonna be with one. Time to level up. Let's go. He didn't believe in me. They weren't there. They didn't see it. They didn't pick me. I didn't get the raise. I didn't get the promotion. She walked out on me. He abused me. My kids are ignoring me. My teenagers are driving me crazy. I'm just wondering if there's anybody that want to stop complaining about it and is going to use it to your advantage. Imagine if you could use pain as a fuel. Imagine if you could use the pain as a passport. Imagine if you could use the pain to push you, to condition you, to prepare you for the stages and the rooms you got to walk into and the tables you got to sit at and the stages you have to stand on. What if the pain could make you better? What if the pain could build muscle? What if the pain could cause you to reach higher, to leap farther, to run faster? What if the pain could help you? What if all pain isn't hurt, but it's help? Because you wouldn't have prayed like you pray had you not been hurt. You wouldn't love like you love had you not been hurt, because you know what it's like to hate somebody. So you refuse to go down that path. Use the pain. A musician plays his instrument, play pain. Play it. When pain shows up at your door, when people try to inject it, inflict it, use it to your advantage. Oftentimes, it feels like it is impossible, an insurmountable feat to get past the beating. But as long as I can feel it, I'm not in a state of paralysis. If you can feel it, you can move it. I can feel this. I can move this. I'm not paralyzed. I can feel this. It's heavy, but it's got to get out of my way. When life throws you away, lift it. I'm not complaining because life got heavier. I'm celebrating because I'm getting stronger. Use the pain! Use the pain! Use the pain! I'm talking to that person in the hospital bed. I'm talking to that person that lost their mother. I'm talking to that person that lost their father. I'm talking to that person who didn't get into the team. I'm talking to that stay-at-home mom. I'm talking to that future engineer. I'm talking to that future entrepreneur, that hustler. I'm talking to that person who's been called to do something nobody's done in their family. I know you're going through an unprecedented amount of pain, but you can press through it. If you can feel it, you can lift it. The time is now to do what's never been done.
There's a choice that we have to make as people, as individuals. If you want to be great at something, it's a choice that you have to make. We all can be masters at our craft, but you have to make a choice. What I mean by that is there are inherent sacrifices that come along with that. Family time, hanging out with your friends, being a great friend, right? Being a great son, nephew, whatever the case may be. There's sacrifices that come along with making that decision.